All right, I am back. All right, so what I've done now, that big blob in the middle was bothering me because the rest of this is pretty muted and light. So I wanted to pull some of it down here. So what I did was I took a scrap that looked like this and I just dipped it into a little of this muted violet on my gel plate. And so then if I put that here, that pulls it down here. There's a little more balance. It's not just one big dark blob. So I like that a lot better. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to glue this down. And usually I would use gloss or matte medium, but for like a glue, for now I'm going to do this and see if it stays. This is what I use in all of my art journals, and it works wonderfully, but I've got a lot of layers and stuff going on here. Okay. So we're going to take this, and I mean, I did like that little white spot there, but it is what it is. I had to balance this out a little bit more. Okay. And so now I'm just going to press it down with my finger like this and make sure that it's nice and even. And look how good that looks. I love it. It's just what it needed. And I also like how there's a dot of white there showing. So that makes me want to put some kind of white in there. But I don't want to do more dots like that because there's already so much going on. So, what I might do, I was seeing my numbers come through from that first video I posted, and I thought I could take the stencil, line it up here, and go over just some of those. Let's see, how would that be lined up? Like that. But I don't like that. Oh, I've got an idea. This is what I thought about. Hang on. All right, so I have this amazing binder full of acetate sheets that have different designs on them. And I have one in particular that has splatters on it. I'll show you this, for example. Although I do not want black on here, I want white. Because there's enough black with these dots. So what I do with one of these is I take it and I put it over a painting, and I don't have to commit. I just get to see what it would look like with splatters on it. So I don't know if you can see that with the glare, but it just gives you an idea. Now let me go find my white one. I think it's across the room. Hang on. Found it. Okay, so now I can take this and just get an idea of how it would look with some, yes, that is going to pull it together and make it look just finished. Now I don't want these white dots so big, and I've tried so many different splatter methods. My favorite so far that works the best is this. It's a Tim Holtz splatter thing. And when I first saw this, I was like, oh, I doubt it works that good. But trust me, it does. So you just dip it. What I do is I take one of my inks. Where is it? Here I've got some watered down black ink. I don't have watered down white ink. Okay, well, yes, I have this ink. So I'll take this ink and I'll put it in a little thing. And I will dip this into here, and then I will just splatter the ink lightly. And then it will be done. Yes, I'm so happy. I will finally be finished with this after all of these little trial and errors. But you see how that just completely pulls it all together? Now that is a lot of splatter, but this is for like my big paintings. I usually do paintings 16 by 20 at the smallest. Most of them are a lot bigger. My biggest painting I've done is 3 feet by 4 feet. So it's pretty big as me, as tall as me. I'm 5'1". But all right, I hope you enjoyed that. And, well, I guess I should just do that right on here. Is it all dry? It's all dry. What I am worried about is that because this isn't taped down, I might have to tape it down again, that the ink is going to move around too much. And I do not want that. But I do absolutely love this. And I do have spray inks too, but they're reactive to water, so I definitely don't want to use those. All right, let me find an apron because I'm wearing a good shirt. I'm not in my paint clothes, so I've got to get on an apron so I don't ruin my clothes, because I'm great about coming into my art room without paint clothes or an apron. And I ruin so many clothes. Usually brand new clothes too. I come in here with like a brand new sweater on, or shirt, pants. All right. Now let me find a little jar. Let me find a little jar. I know I've got a little jar somewhere. Ah, here we go. Got a plastic cup we'll use. All right, so I'm gonna take this plastic cup, and you can also use acrylic paint and just put a little water in there, stir it up real good to thin it down that way. All right, I don't want to use too much. All right, now, whew, this is the part where I get nervous. I'm gonna put a little more in there, actually. You know what? I'm gonna do a tester. I'm gonna test it out first on something else. To make sure that it squirts the way I want it to. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Let me put on a glove because I don't want to get ink all over my fingers. All right, these are my inky gloves for splattering. Okay, ready? Here we go. So I'm just gonna get some ink on here like this and go like this. See how subtle that is? Oh my God, I love it. This is really gonna tie that together. That's what I like about this. Now that big thing that I had done, this I had just probably done with a paintbrush, and that's why there's such big blobs. All right, so here we go. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, good deal. I'm trying to get a little over here, but not too much. Because where I wanted it mostly was on the spots that didn't really have a lot of line, you know? And I've seen some people do it where they just tap it. Okay, I think that's good. I think I'm calling it a day. Now I'll wipe my fingertips off where I was touching the ink, because I like to save these. I hate just, you know, wasting stuff and sending it into a landfill, so I try to reuse my gloves. And those gloves last forever. I can't tell you. I've probably been using those for nearly a year. But anyway, that's it. It's done. Look at it. Oh my God, I love it so much. It's so much better than when I started. It's so much better than when I started. And that just pulled it all together. Oh, I love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this too. And if you did, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about this whole process. And thank you so much for being here and watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell for notifications so that you don't miss any of my videos. And I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks again. Bye-bye.